And this is Katlo, a tutor at TutorVault. And today we will be doing assignment one. Yesterday we started our lesson with, a little bit of understanding what EUP 1501 is. So just to wrap up, just to do a little bit of memory lane, EUP 1501 is basically ethical information and communication technologies for development solutions. And this module is based on, okay, this is, we're going to pass the slide, and we're going to do this. Okay, let's just for a few minutes. So we are on slide 3. So on slide 3, we are going to do this. Just a little bit of, okay, cool. Let's remove that. We're going to remove, okay, no, I didn't win. Okay, cool. So going back to slide 3. So that is slide 1, slide 2, slide 3. So slide 4 actually. So what is EUP 1501? So just to recap, ethical information and communication technologies for development solution is based on technological information and bridging the gap between the privileged that can afford and the underprivileged that cannot afford any technological item. So basically, when we talk about, I'll just stop there because our first assignment is based on that. So when you look at your definition, it actually says that there's a huge gap. So it's bridging the gap between people who are more like an example can be your Alexander and Senton, people who actually stay in the shacks. People who actually watch Gomorrah can be a bit familiar with this. To say, or people who are from Alex can be familiar with Alexander as a whole. To say, we've got Alexander, where there's shacks and there's double story shacks, where there's a nice neighborhood of shacks where in one area or in one yard you can find 5, 6 shacks and they're okay with it because they're used to living that way. And then across the street, because the separation is it's Alex and then there's a bridge and then it's Senton. Then there's Senton, then there's your big house, and then those nice walls, and then there's your cats or dogs or whatever animal that you may have. So the difference is that people from Senton can afford actually to get a Wi-Fi router, can afford, that's just an example, can afford to get the latest gadget, your iPhone 15 or iPhone whatever gadget that's in the market right now. People from Senton can actually afford the latest laptop, can afford the latest desktop. At work I'm using this this nice PC, this nice huge Samsung screen. And by the look of things, it actually looks expensive. So so I kind of sometimes look at it and I'm thinking, wow, interesting, you know. And when you think that, oh no, actually, it's a privilege to work with this screen because I can't really afford it, and it's cool. It's okay. I'm fine with it because I have a laptop. It's not a train smash, you know. So that is what this module is all about. The first part of it, it's about identifying the people who are privileged, people who can afford the technological items. People who can afford your PlayStation, your PS2, PS3, PS4. People who can afford those big screen. People who can afford tablets. People who can afford iPhones. People who know the latest iPhones. Like if you come across, in Sentin, I'm sure, I'm sure if you have a friend in Sentin, it's one of those friends that if you carry let's just say a Samsung J4, they're thinking, or core, I think it's Samsung J4 core. They're thinking, wow, okay, cool. Don't you want the latest phone? Then they'll buy you an iPhone or something. And then we've got the underprivileged people who actually cannot afford the latest phones. People who actually cannot afford anything that is okay. We're going to the current slide. All right. People who actually cannot afford the current slide. The current phone gadget, the current iPhone, the current uh, anything that is current, anything that is in the market right now. So that is what assignment one is all about. So we'll be taking you through what assignment one is all about. We'll be taking you through what you need to we'll be taking you through like we'll be taking you through on we'll be taking you on how you need to go on your assignment one. I did say yesterday that assignment one is a discussion assignment, right? But first things first, understanding human development. I did say that psychologically or generally, human development is a term that can be defined as the process of enlarging people's um, freedom and opportunities and improving their well-being. And in terms of this lesson, actually understanding human development means that it refers to a person's understanding on what technology is all about, and also learning about bridging the gap in society as a whole. Learning that actually, there's a huge gap in South Africa when it comes to um, certain people who can afford a laptop, certain people who can afford the latest iPhone, certain people who can afford the latest PSP, a PlayStation, I think, certain people who can afford a flat screen TV, because that's your technology, right? Good. Uh, there's people who can actually afford the latest technology gadget. And there's people who are actually fine with not having the latest technology gadget. An example can be I know how a lot of us hate washing dishes. Come on. I don't want to lie. I can, if there's anybody who enjoys washing dishes, look, I can give you a million. Unfortunately, I don't have it, but I'm just saying I could just give you a million. I mean, we love making dishes, but washing them, it's like a zero. Like, I love cooking, but I hate washing dishes. It's a fact, but you have to wash them anyway because you don't have a choice. And then, hi, technology comes up with what's this machine again? It comes up with a dishwasher, a dishwashing machine. To say hi. Look, you can just put your dishes in a dishwashing machine, put the soap, and then just leave them probably, I don't know, for an hour, 2 hours, go have fun somewhere, go do whatever that you need to do. But the disadvantage is that the they'll obviously dry, they'll obviously wash and dry. The disadvantage is that there's no robot to put those dishes. You yourself, you need to put those dishes to the cupboard. But at least it has reduced the whole process of washing dishes and. So there's families who can actually afford the dishwasher. Then there's families who feel like dishwashing machine is like a promotion of procrastination and laziness. So actually no. I'll just do it myself. I mean, Come on, who wouldn't want to have a dishwashing machine? Oh, it's like having a. I think I could actually enjoy having a stove that I can just press and be like, look, okay, please control the heat of those stoves I'm sure they have those stove whereby there's buttons where you can just press to say for cooling down, please go here. For I mean, I would like that. So as I can just sit down and not burn food. But unfortunately, we're not there, right? Good. So we have a picture of technology over there. Yesterday, we were actually talking about Microsoft Word, which is mostly what we'll be talking about tomorrow, which is assignment 2. So tomorrow we'll be talking about um, how you do your assignment 2 from the logging in. So today, actually, we'll be doing our very own assignment 1. So let's just log off here. Let's go to, let's see, let's go to the internet. There you go. So we have already registered with someone's details over there. Okay, as you can see, I think it's Tebuho. I just forgot her surname. But anyway, so we're going to lesson 1. Lesson 1 is understanding development. So learning outcomes. By completing this learning unit, students should be familiar with and able to discuss the key concept in human development, the basic element of using communication for development, ways of bridging the digital gap or digital divide. And then you need also to the learning objective. The learning objective of this learning unit are to introduce the students to the and development, the concept of the digital divide. And then we have got concepts there. So you've got your human development, you've got your economic development, social, psychological, and cultural theories of development, human development framework, so on and so on. So, for you to actually do your assignment, especially for students who are currently in semester 2, because I know there's